Hey everyone, I'm Pedro. I'm the head of product at Diggspace, and today I'm going to be showing you our latest feature, which is really an update to our content analytics. And this update stemmed from a lot of the feedback that we got from you that the analytics were not very consistent. So our main goal with this revamp has been to display all the information that you need in a more uniform and consistent manner. So for this, we have a new analytics page, and it's available in the same place. You go to your user menu and click analytics, and you'll be taken to the updated page. Now this page is broken down into three tabs: articles, channels, and authors, where you can look at each of these things individually. In the articles tab, you can get a better sense of how your articles are impacting your community. And this is broken down into three main sections: the summary cards, the time graph, and the detail table. Now, in the summary cards, we have six key pieces of information. You have the views, which is the total number of views that your articles have gotten. You have the reach, which is the number of users that your content has reached. And you have the unique views, which is essentially the reach of each article summed. Now, uh, you can also have a look at the likes, the comments that were published during the time period, and the articles published. Now, if you want to look at this in the perspective of, you've been trying out something new and you want to view the impact that it's been generating, you can come here and you can filter by the specific time period that you want to look at. You have last 7 days, last 14 days, last 30 days, and you can also set a custom time interval if you wish, and you can choose the start and the end date from a calendar. Now, uh, if you only want to look at the information for the articles that were published during this time period. So in the last 14 days we had 9 articles published, but we're looking at the analytics over all the articles in the portal. Now, if we only want to look at the information over these 9 articles, we can come here and filter by published date, and this will show you the views, the unique views, the reach over these specific 9 articles, right? So for each of these information, we also have the trend, and you can see how this has been evolving over time. So each of these, so the views have increased 20% over the same period before, and the unique views have gone down 61%, the reach 18%, etc. If you only want to look at this from uh, for a specific channel or for the content that has been published by a specific author, you can come to the filters here and you can filter by channel. So you only get the views and the unique views, etc., over the articles that were published in this specific channel, let's say the news. And the same thing for the authors. If you want, you can add people here and you'll only get this information for the articles that were published by these specific authors. Now, moving on, we have here below the time graph, and this essentially will display these four metrics: views, reach, likes, and comments over time on a daily basis. So you can get a better sense of when's the best time to publish. You can look at the tendencies that your portal has and your users have, and you can see, okay, on Mondays people are coming to the portal much more often, so I'm going to publish my key information on Monday. um, if it's expected that the views and the reach are going to be much higher than the likes and the comments. So you can click here to hide or show these metrics from the graph, so that you can look at what you want with more detail and more focus. With more focus. Okay. Finally, on this articles tab, we have the detail table, and this will essentially display each of these metrics across each article. So you can look at how each article has performed and what has been the impact of each specific article. So here you can view the title of the article, the channel where it was published, the date when it was published, the author that published it, the views, the reach, the likes, and the comments generated on it during that specific time period selected above. Again, these are all sortable, so you can look. If you want to see which article has gotten the most likes, you can sort by the columns here, and you'll get a sense, okay, this has been the article that generated the most likes, this has been the article that generated the most comments, the most likes, etc. If you want, you can export this information into an Excel spreadsheet so that you get you get this information raw, and you can process this however you want, and you can build your reports on top of this in a much more friendly manner than having to copy these numbers over manually. Now this is also paginated, so you can see many articles here. Okay. um, Moving on to the channels tab, well, this will let you view the impact of the content published on each channel. You can see for this table that we have here, we have each row represents a channel, and you can get the number of articles published in this channel, the number of authors that published in this channel, and the views, the unique views, the reach, the likes and comments for the articles published on each specific channel. Again, you can sort these columns however you want, and if you want to compare specific channels, you can come here and filter to only view the table, these channels on the table. Now we only have 5 channels, but if you had 50, 100, 500, it would be quite hard to look at these individually, so you can filter here for the channels that are relevant to you. And you can use the same filter by published date and the time intervals that you choose. And you can also export this information, so you can look at this again, this table in an Excel spreadsheet and build whatever you want to build there. Finally, we have the authors tab, which is basically the same thing as the channels, but it's for authors. And you can see how many articles each author has published, how many views that author has generated, unique views, reach, likes, and comments. And this can be quite useful in identifying who has the most impact on the portal, and letting you work with those people to ensure that your portal is more impactful on the people of your organization. And this can be quite good for driving engagement and content creation without you having to publish every single thing. So if you're looking at maybe user generated content, this can be a good way of identifying who has the most impact and who you can work with to promote the portal as much as possible. And obviously you can also export this information, and you can filter by author if you want to look at specific people and their impact. So this is basically the analytics that we have now. um, there's a small caveat, which is that we only have information starting on from December 21st 2024. So what we've done is we have let the old analytics still enabled, and if you want to view information before the 21st of December, you'll have to go to the old analytics and analyze it there. But as we build up a more historic picture of the content page views on this new analytics, we'll eventually discontinue this and bring all of it into this new analytics. But we think this is quite a big step forward, and it it's much more helpful in letting you decide and figure out what is working and what you need to do to improve the engagement in the usage of your portal. um, as always, we really want to hear your feedback on this. um, this revamp has been built on the feedback that we got from you, so we want to keep that going. So any feedback that you have here, make sure to reach out to us, and we'll gladly take it. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this new analytics, and we hope to hear from you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.